train your Gavin. Read those books in a blink. Oh yeah. Grab yourself a hot drink cause you're watching How to Train Your Gavin.
Yep, that's me.
Hey guys, welcome back to How to Train Your Gavin. Today I am doing my December TBR and I'm going to be playing Play Your TBR Right again. If you've been following the Play Your TBR Right games up to this point, you will know that I have to do this very horrible thing in this video, and that is to play the punishment pyramid for Play Your TBR Right. So during the course of my TBR game since July, I lost 20 games of Play Your TBR Right, which meant that I have to do this punishment pyramid. And I will be playing that a little bit later on. It could be the only Play Your TBR Right that I am playing in this game, depending on how that goes. I am both absolutely terrified because it's huge, but also really excited to see how it goes because it's also quite fun torturing myself, you know. I also don't know how I'm going to do it by having all of this snow on the shelves. I didn't think this one through, did I? I do have my homemade roasted hazelnut latte to get me through this because I feel like I'm going to need it. There is definitely one readathon that I want to do in December, and that is Polarthon, the weekend retreat, which is hosted by Jade at Judy Ray Reads. All you have to do for that is to read a Polar Fantasy over the weekend of the 4th of December to the 6th of December. So I'm really excited for that. It's going to hopefully be a great weekend of self-care. I'm back at work this week, so hopefully that will help me with my transition of going back to work. Ah, God, this is absolutely lovely. You know what, I actually haven't picked what I want to read for that weekend, so let's have a little look now. Well, this was the first one that stuck out to me, so I'll try and read The Girl Who Saved Christmas by Matt Haig. This is the second book in the Boy Called Christmas series. I think it's just called Christmas. I read the first one. I really enjoyed the first one. It's such a Christmassy book. I read it last year. So am I reading one a year? That seems to be the way I go with series, by accident, of course. So this I'm definitely going to be reading for Polarthon. Unless I change my mind. I don't know. There's just too many that I want to pick. There's too many, so that's one. So I play a live version of Play Your TBR Right with my patrons on Patreon. We do this every month now, and we play 4 rounds, and they get to choose whether I go higher or lower, and it's really fun. I have the 4 books that I have to read through that live show, so I'm going to go through those books now. The first round we played was between The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.A. Schwab. This one is about a woman who, when she meets people, they forget her after she's met them because she made a deal with the devil hundreds of years ago. That's the Cliff Notes version. And the one that I didn't really want to read because it's on my Intimidated Reads video, and that is The Poppy War by R.F. Kwan. And I do genuinely want to read this. I know it's like on the not want to read side, but as I say, I love this game because it helps me pick between books that I probably typically wouldn't pick up otherwise if I didn't lose to them. So you can imagine that yes, we did lose, and I'm reading The Poppy War by R.F. Kwan. I'm not mad about it. It's just that it's really intimidating to me, and it's December. So I was kind of hoping for something a little bit more light. So that means I've also got 1 loss towards the big score. So we don't want to get to 20 again. We don't want to get to 20 losses again. Then the round was The Marvelous Land of Snurgs by Veronica Cosenteli. Okay, so this is actually based on the original by A.A. Wicksmith. And so Veronica Cosenteli must be the translator of this book. So this follows Pip and Flora, and I believe they run away from home and they come across the marvelous land of Snurgs. And I think it's filled with really enchanting creatures, and it's like a very enchanting place. So I really wanted to read this one. And the other one was Imaginary Friend by Stephen Chbosky. This was also in my Intimidated Reads video. A lot of people have said it's really bad, and like I already own this, and this was, you know, a really hefty book that I bought because I liked the look of it. But after the feedback from that video, like it's kind of one that I'm just like, I don't know if I really want to read it anymore. So it was between these two, and we won. We actually won. We won, and I get to read The Marvelous Land of Snurgs. Then I really wanted to read The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden, and this one is the second book in the Winter Night trilogy. I think it's Winter Night. I keep getting it mixed up with Nevernight, but I think this is Winter Night. And I've read the first book. I really enjoyed the first book. This would actually be perfect for Polarthon as well. And then also the one that I didn't want to read was Vampire Diaries by L.J. Smith. And I have already read the first few books in this, but that was about 10 years ago. I cannot remember how it went. So this was the one that I really didn't want to read because 1, it's a reread and I just can't be bothered with rereads when I've got so much to read in the first place. And 2, just I hadn't heard great things about it recently either. So I used to be obsessed with the show. So which one did I win? Which one did I lose? Well, well, we lost. So yeah, I'm reading the Vampire Diaries. And then the last round was between Conceal Don't Feel by Jelke, and this is a Disney Twisted Tales, and I really wanted to read it because it's Anna and Elsa from Frozen. It just says, what if Anna and Elsa never knew each other? Which sounds interesting. I really do want to read it and read more of the Disney Twisted Tales. The other one that I didn't really want to read was the entire compendium of The Walking Dead. This is Compendium 1. Yeah, I used to be obsessed with this show, just like The Vampire Diaries. About 10 years ago, I was obsessed. I think I got like a little way into it when I first picked it up because I have a payslip in there as like a bookmark. But that was like probably volume 1 maybe. But yeah, I haven't picked it up since, and I didn't really fancy reading an entire compendium of The Walking Dead in December. So which one won, which one lost, which one would have been more perfect to read? Obviously would have been this one. However, we lost again, so I am reading The Walking Dead Compendium 1, which yeah. I will be changing up some of the rules for next year. I have been looking at some great suggestions in the comments of the last TBR videos, so I'll compile them all and I will most likely implement them in January. So I will be keeping to the same rules in this game. However, since it's a punishment pyramid, things are a little bit different in this game. I will be putting 15 cards on, and I have to get from one end to the other and guess correctly whether the next card is going to be higher or lower than the card I turned over. So yeah, it's going to be 15 cards, and yeah, I'm really scared. I am giving myself 3 lives and 3 swaps. That's all I'm allowed. So that is essentially because, yeah, since it's 3 games in one, I get the 3 swaps. So once I've shown you what the punishment pyramid looks like, I will let you know what the punishment book is going to be if I lose. So, and it's a doozy. It is a doozy. I've got all of this snow on my shelves now, and this is going to be a nightmare. I've also got pine cones. Like, doesn't that look really nice? Anyway, I'm going to shuffle all of these, and here we go. So this is the punishment pyramid. I had to go all the way from there to there, to there, to there, all the way to there. So I've got 15 cards to turn over. I can only have 3 lives, and I have 3 swaps to use, so it's not too bad. But at the same time, I'm pricking myself because the punishment book that I have to read is Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. Now, I have the audiobook of this. It is 67 hours and 53 minutes long. So obviously I do not want to read that in December. However, it is on my TBR. Like, this isn't me punishing myself for no reason whatsoever. It is on my TBR. I do own it, so I do want to read it, but not in December. Like, this is not what I want to do in December. 67 hours and 53 minutes. Okay, I've got my lucky Santa hat on to give me good luck. I don't know if it's going to work. So if I lose, I will have to read Les Mis. If I win, then I will get to mood read for the rest of the TBR video. So I'll just pick what I want to read, and that'll be my win. So we'll see how this goes. This might take like 20 minutes. I don't really want to start, to be honest. I don't really want to start. It would also be great if I had a much better setup than I have. We may as well start. Okay, so the first card in the punishment pyramid is a 10. That is beautiful because that means the only way is down. Well, I say that. I'm going to say lower, but there is a great chance that this is going to be higher. And watch me lose all 3 lives in the first sweep. Yeah, watch me lose the first 3 lives. So I'm going to say lower. If it's higher, I see, I've already lost a life, and it's the second bloody card. I've already lost a life, and it's the second card. That's 1 life gone. I have 2 lives left. And I still have 13 cards to turn over. Oh my gosh. Okay, so next, I'm going to say lower, obviously. Lower than a king is a 1. It's an ace. It's an ace. And in my game, an ace is a 1. So that's great because higher, you can't get lower than a 1. So higher than that, it is a jack. Oh, okay, that's nice and high. But as we just saw, there is a huge chance that this is going to be a queen or a king. I literally cannot wait to implement some of these great suggestions that you guys have been leaving in the comments down below. Because this is torture. I've already lost a life on the first one. So I'm going to say lower. Because that's just most likely going to be lower. But it's just not going to end up being that. So I'm going to say lower. Oh, it's the same. It is the same. When it's the same, I have to shuffle the deck and guess higher or lower. Where is the deck? Whatever I pull from this deck has to be higher or lower than what I say. So I'm going to say lower than a jack, and it has to be lower. Otherwise, I've lost another life. This is already going rather crap. Oh, come on, I can do this. I can do this. Right, so lower than a jack is a 7. Oh, fuck. I hate the number 7 in this game. It's my lucky number, not in Play or TBR, right? So now I've got to guess higher or lower than a 7. I do have 3 swaps as well, so I think I'm going to use a swap here. I've already lost a life, and I'm already swapping in the first 5 cards. Yeah, you guys were right. I do need to try and make this game a little bit easier because this game is impossible. This game is impossible. Okay, so I'm swapping the 7 for a 4. Okay, that's not too bad. Swap the 7 for a 4. I'm going to say higher than a 4. It's going to be a 3, I bet you. It's going to be 3 or a 2 or a 1. But I'm saying higher than a 4 is 7. Oh, crap, I hate 7s. Oh, I've only got 2 more swaps. I've only got 2 more swaps and 2 more lives. And I don't really want to swap 7 again. Gosh. Okay, what we're going to do. Let's think. Let's think. What am I going to do right now? Oh, I've still got quite a fair way to go, haven't I? I've still got like quite a fair way to go. Lame is 68 hours long. Even on double speed. That's, oh my god, that's still a nightmare. Okay, higher or lower than a 7. Should I just risk it and risk a life? Or should I risk a swap? Or should I just risk it and say... Risk it and say higher? Should I just risk it and say higher? Because I don't want to... When I'm so close... I'm not close yet, but when I get close, I want the lifelines. So I want to say higher than a 7. I want to say higher than a 7. Okay, it's a queen. It's a queen, okay. Oh, that paid off. Okay, that paid off. Right, higher or lower than a queen. I want to say lower, but it's probably going to be higher. So lower than a queen. I'm figuring out how to turn these without knocking all the snow off the shelves. So higher, no, lower than a queen. Lower than a queen is a 3. Oh my god, yes, it's a 3. Oh my god, it's so low. It's so low. Okay, I'm saying higher than a 3. I'm saying higher. I'm saying higher than a 3, and that is 6. It's a 6. Okay. Right, I do have 2 more swaps because 6 is also a bit of a pain in the butt. I'm going to swap the 6, I think. I'm going to swap the 6. I've got 2 more swaps. I'm swapping the 6. Please be really low. Please be really high. Please be really low. Please be really high. So I'm swapping the 6 for a 2. Okay, I've swapped it for a 2. Right, that's good. That's good. I've got 1 more swap, 2 lives. I need to keep an eye on that because I'm going to end up forgetting. Okay, so 2, I'm saying higher than a 2. I'm saying higher than a 2. And it is 4. Okay, that's not too bad. That's still quite low. 4 is quite low. So I'm going to say higher than a 4. I'm going to say higher than a 4. Higher than a 4. It is an 8. Okay, it's an 8. Right, oh my god, I've only got 4 cards left. I've got 2 lives in 1 swap. I could actually do this. I could actually beat this punishment pyramid. I could actually do this. Okay, right. Right, okay, so... Oh, higher or lower than in... Right, I feel like it's okay if I lose a life here. I could risk it because I've still got 2 lives. I could risk it and say... Oh, part of me wants to say lower, but you know what? There's an even bigger part of my mind that wants to say higher. Oh, I want to say higher for some reason. Oh, but if I say, oh, you know, okay, I might say higher. I think I might actually say higher to an 8. I don't know why, but I feel like that's going to be one of these kings, queens, and jacks. So I'm going to say higher. Oh, fuck, I should have said lower. I should have said lower. Okay, I've got 1 life and 1 swap remaining. Oh my god. Oh my god, why did I do that? I should have just went lower. I should have, but you know what? The amount of times I've gotten a 7 or an 8 and it turned out to be higher. It's been ridiculous. Right, I've got 1 swap and 1 life left. And I don't like the look of that 6. It's a shady bitch. That 6 is a shady bitch. I'm going to use my last swap on this 6. I'm using this last swap. Oh, I've still got those to do. Come on. Give me something. Oh god, okay, right. Okay, lower, higher, no. This isn't guessing. I'm swapping. Okay, swapping the 6 for... the king! Oh my god, yes, it's the highest card! Yes, okay, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So I'm going to say lower than a king. Lower than a king, and I'm on this side now. I'm on this side. Okay, so lower than a king. It is a 2! Okay, higher than a 2. Higher than... if that's an ace. Hang on, if that's an ace. How many lives do I have left? Do I only have 1 life left? And no swaps? Oh, yeah, I've only lost 2 lives, so I've got 1 life left. But I don't have any more swaps. Okay, that's right, okay. If that's an ace, I swear to god, but 2's really low. If that's an ace though. Right, so I'm saying higher, but if that's an ace, I do have 1 life left. But if that's an ace, but I'm saying higher, 10! Oh my god, it's a 10! It's a 10, which means I do have 1 life left. I still have a life left. And so if I get this wrong, I've won. And if I get it right, I've won. So I've won! I've won the punishment pyramid. I've won it. Okay, so I'm saying 1 and a 10. Oh, it's the same. So I would have had to change it and then guess. But I've won the punishment pyramid. I won it. I didn't lose. That was so stressful. Oh my god. I can't believe I still had another life left. Oh my gosh. Next punishment pyramid, I might just have to have 2 lives. Maybe 3's too much. But that was so fun. That was actually really fun. So that means I get to pick whatever I want to read for the rest of December. Oh, I'm so happy. I won. Right, so I've had 3 losses and 2 wins so far in Play or TBR, right, since the board was wiped clean after losing the 20. That makes me feel so much better. So I don't have to read Les Mis. I do not have to read Les Mis by Victor Hugo in December. Oh, I'm so happy. So now I just have free reign. I have free reign. What is this madness? I'm gonna have to sit down. So yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to pick books just willy-nilly anymore. I really don't. I feel lost. But okay, so there's a few books I definitely want to read in December. One of them being The Stormkeeper's Island by Catherine Doyle. I am doing an interview with Catherine Doyle on Friday, December 4th at 8 p.m. GMT, and we are talking about her new book, The Miracle on Ebenezer Street, but she also wrote this one. This was her middle grade debut, and this one is about Arranmore Island, where once in a generation a Stormkeeper is chosen, and the Stormkeeper has to keep the magic in that area safe. There is this battle for the next island's keeper, and it follows Finn. Yeah, Finn's grandfather, he was the Old Keeper, and it's time for him to step down. So there's this battle for, being the next Stormkeeper happening, and I can't wait to read it. This was such a hype middle grade book a couple of years back, so I know that the trilogy is coming to an end in March, so it'll be great to read this one. Don't forget about the interview. Oh, I'm so happy! I also really wanted to read Ready Player 2 by Ernest Cline. This is the sequel to Ready Player 1, which followed Wade, and he lived in a world where there was the Oasis, which was this virtual reality game thing that people escape into. And this one, does it follow Wade again? Yeah, it's got Wade in this one. I can't really see what it's about though without spoiling what happens at the end of Ready Player 1. But that's fine. I'm really excited to read this one as well. I get to read books I want to read. What else? I'm spoiled for choice. Now I've been given the option to pick whatever I want to read. I don't know what to pick. I want to read so much, but I don't know what I want to... What do I want to read? Please, help me. I feel like I should stick with the middle grade because I'm starting to realise now that it is December and I'm back at work, so I should be careful about what I pick. Christmasaurus and the Winter Witch by Tom Fletcher. This one is the sequel to The Christmasaurus, which was about William Trundle, and Santa ended up leaving him an actual real-life dinosaur by accident called the Christmasaurus. It was a really nice Christmassy adventure story, and looking forward to reading the sequel. So I want to stick this one on my TBR too. I also really want to read The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune for Read, Rate, Review, which I think we have a live show for in January. So it'll be really good to get through this in the month of December too. And it follows, I think it's a man who goes to this orphanage and the children there have magical powers. And I also hear that this is very queer, so I'm loving that. But this was also one that I wanted to read a couple of months back, but I didn't get to. So yeah, this one too. And then the last one I can think of is The Raven and the Reindeer by T. Kingfisher. This is the Myth Take Reads book club pick for December and January, I think, or was it November and December? This one is hosted by Ashley the Frog Through Fiction and Charlotte, and they have a Twitter, so I will link that down below. But this one is about the Snow Queen. Like, this one's like a Snow Queen kind of retelling. Yeah, it says a strange, sly retelling of Hans Christian Andersen's Snow Queen. And I'm really excited because the Snow Queen is one of my favourite fairy tales of all time, so it'll be really great to give this a read in the month too. Oh! I actually won. I won, and I have so many great books to read in December. When I get a chance to read them, I do not know. I do not know. Oh, there's also some proofs that I really want to read as well. Okay, I feel like I'm going a bit overboard now. I've let it go to my head. What I should have done is just been like, you know what, I'm not picking anything, and I'm going to have a free month. But no, that's not the case. Okay, so these are all the books that I want to read in December. I feel like I've really shot myself in the foot here, actually, because all of this probably comes up to 68 hours on an audiobook. I mean, I don't have the audiobooks for any of these, I don't think, and I will be reading these physically, unless, you know, I get notable credit and I just fancy one of them in audiobook format. Oh, now I'm wondering what I've done. That's actually quite a lot. It's fine. It's fine. It's December. It's a season of love and miracles. Anyway, these are the incredible books that I'm reading in December. I mean, apart from one of them, really. It's only the Vampire Diaries that I'm really not looking forward to reading again. But it's fine. It's fine. I've most likely forgotten something as well, but... So that was my Play Your TBR right for December. It was probably a really long one because I rambled far too much. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments if I should be excited about reading any of these books. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!